Alright, what is going on, my dudes? We are back here today, finally, with some sick rank 3 insane She-Hulk gameplay, my dudes. So, we have our green Broncos hat on tonight, our mint green Broncos hat on, because green means science, and science means She-Hulk. This horse, though, is way too bright, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and turn the hat to the side here. Otherwise, the light balance is going to keep going crazy throughout the whole video, and that's not something I want to be dealing with, okay? So basically, we have She-Hulk up at rank 3. I pulled her last week, and I took her up to rank 3 literally within like 2 minutes of opening the crystal. And so far, man, I've had no regrets about ranking up this champion. The amount of comments that I have received saying that She-Hulk is a bad champion is absolutely making me laugh. I have been laughing looking at my comment section for over a week now. They're still coming in. I checked this morning and I got one saying, but She-Hulk's bad. Who told you She-Hulk is bad? Who? Let me ask you a question. Did you play She-Hulk before her heavy was nerfed, before she was fixed? Did you think she was a good champion then? You probably thought she was kind of game-breaking back then. Well, I got news for you. She's still the same champion. She's just not a cheese fest anymore. Everything that she used to be able to do ability-wise, she can still do. She just can't chain the heavy into the corner from her combo like she used to be able to do, because it made no sense, and it was literally breaking the game. And it's a good thing that it was changed. So now, she's still an absolutely incredible champion. You just have to use a little bit of skill to play her. And we're going to show you that today. So, up first, we're going to jump right in against the big boy. We're going to go up against the 6.2 champion boss, man. And let me tell you something. She is going to absolutely nuke him down. So, right off the bat, let's talk about one thing that she's absolutely incredible for. She-Hulk has the ability to nullify unstoppable effects with her heavy attack on contact. So she can use a heavy attack against somebody who is unstoppable and not get interrupted because of the unstoppable, and just keep going. That makes her a prime candidate for this champion boss here, okay? Now you'll notice that he is taking some, like, what looks like recoil damage. What that is a really incredible synergy with Mr. Fantastic that She-Hulk has, okay? And this applies to any science or tech champion also that you bring along with them, okay? And what it does is it puts a power sting on the opponent that scales with your attack, okay? Now keep in mind, She-Hulk has all of these passive furies, so as those furies go up, these power stings get stronger and stronger and stronger to completely mind-blowing levels. So I've been rambling here for a second, keeping the champion in his own corner here for about 45 to 50 seconds, and would you look at that, he's pretty much already dead. He's now in his final phase in about 60 seconds. Now, I don't know how often you guys do this fight, but 60 seconds is a pretty fast time for this fight. So at this point, we just have to do the 3 prowess dexes, and we got one there. That probably should have been another one. You know, it goes on for a little bit longer than I wanted to right here, just because the game wasn't registering some dexes, but there was one. That should have been another one, but hey, you can't get them all, right? So, you know, one more dex and we should be good to go. We have the special 3 in the bank. Nice. Now we're going to go off and get this really awesome special 3 animation, which I've always really loved. He throws him up, goes down, spins him around like Hulk Hogan, boom, right into the corner of the ring. Awesome stuff. So, the champion boss completely flushed down the toilet. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, dude. Up next, we'll go to, you know, another really hard boss in Act 6.2. We have Mordo, okay? So, Mordo, in my opinion, is much harder than the champion. We're going to go ahead and activate Mr. Fantastic's Petrification Ray here, because why not, man? Because while we have him on the team, you know, really great synergy. You know, this Mordo has a lot of nodes. You've probably seen a lot of my rank 3 videos. You probably know what this Mordo does because we've talked about it so many times. So we're just going to go right into the fight here, okay? And let me tell you something, She-Hulk is really good for this fight too. So right off the bat, keep in mind, She-Hulk has a slow debuff on her heavy attack. So when there's a slow debuff on Mordo, he can astral evade, okay? So I can parry and I can attack normally as much as I want. Now, because She-Hulk has so many heavy attacks in her rotation, that bodes really, really well for her when it comes to the global node of Do Not Go Gentle, because every time you do a heavy attack, it's going to be getting rid of one of those little pink passive icons, okay? And if I do like 2 of them in the corner, chaining, that counts for 2. And when Mordo's going ahead and charging his power, I can run up to him and I can do a heavy attack into his block. And look at this, man. I've been rambling again for like 45 seconds and this Mordo is about halfway dead here. Really, really good stuff. I'm just parrying and attacking and ignoring astral evade because of slow. Now look at that little bit of recoil damage that he took from the power sting. Really crazy stuff, man. Every time you throw the special one, you know, you get another a passive fury, but you also get passive furies just from hitting the opponent as well. They do better against large and extra large champions. Her special 2 has a petrify that reverses power gain and regeneration by 115%. So really, really good stuff there, man, with that. And as you can see, you know, usually I go ahead and bring along Heimdall with me for that synergy to tank the passive damage at the end, but we're not even going to need it when we use She-Hulk here, because look at this, man. Look at this. First of all, her health pool is pretty massive, and second of all, we only had 1 icon up, so 1 little hit, let's charge this heavy. Charge it all the way. Really solid solo of Mordo there with She-Hulk. Really solid solo. One of the more solid solos that I've had against this guy, and I've, you know, fought this guy with a lot of champions. Up next, man, you know, you might be saying, all right, I want to see her against, like, Realm of Legends. Well, I would love to do that. However, the health pools are just too small in Realm of Legends. So, think about that for a second, you know? 500,000 health, too small to really show her off. So we're going to take her up against Red Hulk first and foremost. We also have a really stellar Star-Lord takedown later on in the video, and we're going to be doing a little bit of Realm of Legends too. We have Juggernaut, we also have more active bosses, we have a little bit of Cavalier difficulty, some more general lanes. We have a lot of footage here, we have a lot of stuff to cover, but anyway, I'm just going to show you how absolutely insane she is for Labyrinth of Legends. Now, here's the thing, you don't have to, you know, use heavy attacks to get the slow debuff up against Red Hulk, okay? There's no reason to at all. However, when you bring along Mr. Fantastic, okay, the way the power sting synergy goes on is that with every debuff a science or tech champion places on the opponent, all right, it is going to, you know, give 1 out of 3 passive power stings, okay? And with her heavy attack, she puts a slow on the first one and then refreshes it on the second hit. So that's 2, okay? So every single time I'm countering that with the heavy, that's 2 power stings. I do a parry, that's 3. And here's the thing about the Furies I forgot to mention before. Every Fury puts on, I believe it's a 15% taunt, okay? So if you have, like, what is it, 6 Furies up, that's a 90% taunt. 7? 105% taunt. Does that mean they're guaranteed to throw their special attacks? No, it's definitely not guaranteed. However, right now I have 14 Furies up, and look at how easily it's taunting Red Hulk into throwing his special attacks, okay? Now, here's the thing. I've been rambling for a bit. We're 80 hits in, and this Hulk is more than halfway dead. Now, some of that is definitely due to the Power Sting synergy, but a lot of that is look at the basic attacks that's coming off of She-Hulk, dude. They're absolutely massive. When you crit with that much passive fury, it's massive, dude. Absolutely insane. So at this point, we're just about to cross 100 hits, and look at that. Look at that right there. Look at all these yellow numbers. Look at this, man. We're doing like 70k heavy attacks. We're doing like 100k basic combos. Everybody's freaking out about Cosmic Ghost Rider. Look at these numbers. Look at these numbers, man. And let me tell you, she's not that difficult to play. You just have to understand how to counter the opponent with heavy attacks. You gotta learn their animations. Yeah, it takes a little bit of skill and a little bit of practice, no doubt, to learn the animations. But once you learn it, She-Hulk is an incredible champion. Incredible for big, lengthy content like Labyrinth and Abyss. So, when I'm talking about learning the spacing, I'm going to show you this bit here with the next fight in Labyrinth, Old Man Logan here. And I'm just going to show you what it is, man. Once you get that rotation going, it's just like automatic, and you just keep going and you lock the opponent down in the corner and you're just locked into the fight. So I'm actually going to speed this up, and look at this. Look at how long it goes on for, man. Check it out. Check it out. It really goes on for a while, man. Just look at this. Real simple. We got the taunts going. We're doing the heavy attacks. The taunts are making him throw the special one. I know the spacing to get in there. Looks easy, right? It's not the hardest thing. But you just gotta learn the spacing. And once you learn the spacing, man, you're gonna be good to go. And you can see his health pool just falling right down, man. But it's chaining heavy attacks in the corner. That's all it is. So let's jump into some Realm of Legends, all right? 550,000 health, I believe this guy has, this Juggernaut. Now keep in mind, with the slow debuff, you're not going to be seeing that Unstoppable buff too often, okay? Now Juggernaut is also an extra large champion. So the Furies, the passive Furies, are going to be more potent, they're going to be more effective, all right? They're going to stay on longer. And also, the taunt is going to make him keep throwing that special attack. And we also have that Power Sting synergy with us to also do some damage. So look at that, a nice little bit of recoil damage. And when we crit, we have some huge basic and special attacks, okay? So it's not the easiest thing in the world to, and the most reliable thing to counter Juggernaut's special one with She-Hulk's heavy. So you're not going to be seeing me doing that too much in this fight. However, we don't really need to, man, because look at this. That was like an 80k special 250 hits into the fight. He's down to 10% health. We're like 45 seconds into this Realm of Legends fight, man. Check this out. Absolutely insane. Watch this. I love this ending here. Boom. Power Sting killed himself. Awesome stuff. Really awesome stuff. This, of course, makes her great for the Power Sting path in Act 6, but here's the thing. I talk about the slow debuff all the time. When we have nodes like Footloose, when we have nodes like Spry, the slow debuff is my favorite debuff in the game, and it's not even close. We have a Stark Spider-Man here. When he uses a special attack, he gets an evasion, and he also gets an unstoppable buff. Two buffs. Two very annoying buffs, right? Evasion and unstoppable. So you don't even see the unstoppable, and the evasion, he can't evade when you have that slow up. Now, Stark Spidey obviously evades all the time, even without the buff. He'll never evade as long as you have that slow debuff up. So this is the type of utility that I love in champions. This is why I love Stealth Spider-Man. This is why I love Ghost. It's not the only reason why I love Ghost. However, when you have that True Strike, when you have the ability to get around unstoppable debuffs, you take away so much of the BS that you find in these defenders, just makes them null and void. And that is something that is so good about She-Hulk. Now, let's talk about current stuff. Cavalier difficulty, man. She is so good with this new buff, because what this new science buff does in the Cavalier difficulty is it gives you a passive fury every time a debuff falls off, dude. So what is that doing, man? What's that doing? It's driving her passive furies up and making her ramp up time go by so fast. So there's also diss track in this chapter as well, and with the other new global node is that you can also get a lot of vulnerability debuffs up on the opponent, and we're going to be hitting like absolute trucks here, dude, against this Star-Lord. Look at this, man. Like 30 seconds into the fight, we're doing 12k mediums, man. We're not getting too lucky on the crits. Oh, 75k special too. Dude, get out of here, man. Get out of here if you think She-Hulk is bad. You're laughing. You gotta be trolling at this point if you think She-Hulk is bad. Let's jump back to 6.1, man. Let's check out the first boss, I believe this is, of 6.1, where no retreat is a thing. There's Oscillate, Optimist, Indomitable, Decimation, a lot of nodes here. So one thing that's really, really annoying about this guy is the regeneration. You want to bring a heal blocker. I mentioned before the Petrify on the special too, okay? That's going to come into play here. Now there is Indomitable, so I'm not going to be able to reverse his healing, which was my original intention. I thought it would have been really, really cool to watch Sabretooth just have his healing reversed. It didn't work out how I planned. I didn't even realize he had Indomitable until I was looking at the footage afterwards, wondering why it didn't work out as well as I planned. But anyway, point is, once we get this up, he will not be healing. There is a minus 115% regeneration and power gain rate on this Petrify. It's very powerful. You know, it's not as easy and consistent to get as like Voids, for example, where it just stays up here. The Void has it up the entire time, but it's very potent. It's minus 115%. And if you have Petrify up, that'd be 130%, and if you have the slow debuff up, 145%. So there's a lot of potential for there to be a very, very strong Petrify there. If you also have the exhaustion up from the special 160%, right? If you have a parry, 175%, or is it 190%? It's a lot of math stuff, but point is, it's a very strong Petrify with a lot of potential for insane power and health reversal, okay? So really good stuff there on that special 2, man, because as you can see, we haven't had to worry about this guy too much. We've just been trying not to trigger no retreat, doing some huge basic combos, and essentially blocking his healing. Really good stuff. I didn't bring Mr. Fantastic here, so there was no like power sting synergy, so that was just all She-Hulk. Good stuff, man. Decently difficult boss that's not talked about too often. Up next, man, who do we got? We have a Sim Supreme boss, which is the first boss in 6.2. This is a fairly simple boss. This is not going to be like a flex here. I just wanted to show off that Petrify once again combined with Mr. Fantastic Petrify, because as you guys know, with Symbiote Supreme, he just gains all the power, and then he does his special attacks, yada yada yada. We're gonna lock him down in the corner the entire time. The way that you refresh the debuffs that you place on the opponent from Mr. Fantastic is you have to knock them down with a heavy attack or a special attack, okay? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get him in the corner, and we are going to chain heavies the entire fight. Chaining heavies, heavy. And we're gonna do another heavy. And then we're gonna do a heavy, and another one, and we're going to do a heavy into a special 2. Now we have our own Petrify up. He will not be gaining any power whatsoever. In fact, he'll actually be losing some power. Really, really good stuff, man. Very strong Petrify. We're going to go for another special 2 here. However, something really weird happened. So check this out. We go for the heavy attack into it. Somehow we blocked it, which is weird. That usually works fine. So we took some hits there. That's definitely something we wanted to avoid. This light is killing me here, man. Definitely something that we didn't want to happen. However, it happened, and we got through the fight. Fairly simple. Makes life cycle very, very easy to deal with here. Nice. Really good stuff. Good stuff by She-Hulk, man. Who do we got next? What bosses do we got next here? Let's see. Come on. Ooh, we got this guy. We have the Hydra Adaptoid in the 6.4.5. Now, this node here, I used my rank 5 5-star She-Hulk against this guy in my 6.4 Legends run. And it went really, really well. It went really, really well. And I have that video up on YouTube back in, like, March? I don't even remember, April? I don't remember when 6.4 came out. But anyway, point is, She-Hulk is phenomenal for this fight for many, many reasons. Number one, this guy, what he does is he, you know, there's Matador here, and you get the special attack when he uses a special attack, and also when he uses a special attack, he activates Unstoppable, and he also has the power gain, and he has the regeneration. He's got a lot of stuff going on, okay? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna just pretty much get that slow on him, keep that slow on him for as much as we possibly can. We're gonna try to build up as many passive furies as we possibly can, and we're gonna just lock him down, man. We're gonna just build up our damage like crazy and just lock him down with that slow debuff. There's also Limber here, so another thing that makes She-Hulk so great against Limber is that with her special 3, her stun on the special 3 is incredibly long, and you'll see that right here. Keep in mind, I've parried a couple times, so normally the stun would not be too long, okay? But here, check it out. It's extra long, and this is also with the Limber, so we have just enough time to run in and do the heavy attack to get the slow up. So yeah, man, definitely good stuff. Definitely good stuff against this guy. We're building up those passive furies. You know, I really enjoy playing She-Hulk a lot without suicides, and I'll tell you why. I'm using suicides here, but the reason why is because you can just spam the special 1 as much as you possibly can, and you'll notice that in, I believe, the next fight that we do, because you can just rack up with those passive furies, man, and your damage just goes through the freaking roof the more that you have. Like, it's absolutely insane. It really truly is. And let's see what we got next, man, after this a little cameo from the connection issues. Let's see what we got. We don't. We have a fight actually here. What I was talking about with the no suicides is the next fight, I believe. But what we have here is we have the new 6.2 Sinister. Now, I had a plan here, and it worked out pretty well. You know, we were going to use that special 2 to just, you know, reverse his regeneration, and we have Mr. Fantastic to help, and we're going to let the Power Sting do a lot of the work. You know, there's still Caustic Temper here, and She-Hulk is immune to poison, which is also very useful on its own. And, you know, we can't get an active Fury, so what we need is the Heimdall and Angela synergy, okay? And that's totally fine. There's a lot of champions that can do this fight, but need that synergy. I'm not going to activate it yet when the time is right. But there's one thing that I forgot about, and that's Backblast. Now, can She-Hulk do this fight? Absolutely she can. However, I messed it up a bit without realizing about Backblast, how powerful it would be, and I didn't really feel like going back through the quest to do it again. So I don't end up winning this fight. However, I'm just going to show you that She-Hulk is very good for this fight, and that's all that matters, okay? So as you can see, we're not hitting hard enough to trigger Backblast yet. What Backblast does is that it doubles the power of your critical hits, and something about if you do too much damage on the critical hit, if you do it too often, you get a really big Incinerate on you, dude, and it does a lot of damage, okay? But as you can see, when we don't have too many passive Furies, we hit just fine. We don't have to worry about hitting too hard yet, okay? But eventually, as this fight goes on, and it's not too much longer, we're going to get a really potent Incinerate debuff on us that's just going to completely tick us down, okay? And that's where I went wrong, as I started just, you know, racking up those Furies. And if you want to do this fight with She-Hulk and, you know, Heimdall Angela and Mr. Fantastic, yeah, look at this. You need, like, literally no passive Fury. You need, like, no passive Furies, man, or you just have to get really unlucky on the crits, and you can't crit on the special, too, because you want to definitely have the Petrify up. However, at the same time, man, it's, that special, too, is going to kill you, so I don't know. You definitely need some, decent non-critting RNG in order to do this fight. She-Hulk's not the best option for this fight at all. However, she's decent, and that's just what I wanted to show you guys. As you can see, she's starting to hit really, really hard, man, and I think I'm going to go for a special. Am I going for? I'm not even going for a special here. Right, this is where I totally messed up. Where, look at this. My passive Furies are too high. Boom. Incinerate. Dead. But, yeah, man. Anyway, we're going to end off this video with Labyrinth of Legends Star-Lord, dude, who has 3 million health, and we're gonna kill him in about 3 minutes. That's insane. It's really, really good stuff, man. And as you can see here, this is what I was talking about where I said I really love playing her without suicides. I really love playing her with suicides too, especially when I only use her for like 1 or 2 fights per lane, which is how I personally usually use her for like Legends run purposes. She's really, really fast, or if I bring her to like AQ or Alliance War, it'll be for 1 or 2 fights. But when like you play her like this, look at this, man. We're like 25-30 seconds in the fight. We already have 10 passive Furies up, man. And keep in mind, the higher the passive Furies get, the more powerful all those Power Stings get. Now, why is it so important to spam Special 1? Because look at this. On Special 1, we get the Exhaustion debuff, and that counts for the Power Sting. So, if we do a parry, it's 1. If we do a heavy attack, it's 2. If we do a Special 1, it's 1. If we do a Special 2, it's 1. There's just, or it could be 2 Exhaustions in the Special 1 as well. There's just so much potential for the Power Sting synergy, and not to mention the Special 1 gives us a passive Fury guaranteed, okay? So check this out, man. As you can see, as the passive Furies get up in number, we are starting to do more and more recoil damage on Star-Lord whenever he uses a special attack when he has the Power Sting. Look at that. That was a nice little chunk there, okay? And spoiler alert, man, we're gonna get through this fight, this Labyrinth of Legends Star-Lord 3.3 million health boss fight, pretty much at 100% health. It's really crazy stuff, man. Really, really, really crazy stuff. So at this point, man, we're only 117 hits in. This is about where we were killing Red Hulk, I believe. I think this is where we were killing Red Hulk. Because, you know, keep in mind, I believe the Furies are more potent against extra large champions, something like that. But anyway, man, we're just trucking along, dude. And let me tell you something, this fight is not too much longer, okay? He has about half his health left, but it's really not too much longer because, like I said, the passive Furies, they start to scale at an incredibly potent rate, man. So just wait for that, man, because we're gonna start hitting really hard. We're about to start hitting the combo cap on our medium attacks. We're already at 42k mediums, dude. Crazy stuff. Really, really, really crazy stuff here, man. Look at how his health is just draining. 28k light attack when we crit. Dude, it's absolutely insane, man. We have 34 passive furies up. A casual 50k special one, didn't even crit. Casual 45k mediums. It's just absolutely mind-blowing to me, dude. Look at that. That was a 48k medium. How anybody can watch this video right here, this fight, and comment She-Hulk is bad, you don't know anything about this game if you think that this is bad. You just don't. You don't. And that's the truth, man. Because look at this. Dude, 200 hits in, 3 freaking minutes, and this guy is just drained. Star-Lord is just absolutely drained. 50k medium. We hit the damage cap. Boom. KO. 217 hits. We killed Red Hulk in I think 127. That was 1.5 million health. 127. And then 217 for 3.3 million health. That's how crazy. That's how crazy the passive furies stack up, man. That's how crazy they build. It's insane. If you don't think She-Hulk is good, if you watch this video and you still don't think She-Hulk is good, then you must have watched the video without your glasses on. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what else I could possibly say, because it's absolutely crazy. I have one more She-Hulk rank 3 video coming out. I want to give it its own video because it's absolutely insane. I'll give you a little bit of a teaser. I'll give you a hint, and by a hint, I'll tell you what it is. It's Abyss Thing, and it's absolutely insane. It is the fastest kill of Abyss Thing on YouTube. I know Seedon just made a really incredible video against him using Cable. This is faster than Cable, so make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, and comment all about She-Hulk, and subscribe if you want to see that video, which is either coming out tomorrow or the next day. It's already made. It's absolutely freaking insane, dude. We kill Thing. I'm not even going to spoil it anymore. I'm not going to spoil it, but make sure you check out that video, dudes. But anyway, my dudes, that's going to be it for this Rank 3 She-Hulk video. I do hope you enjoyed it. I really love making these big, extravagant Rank 3 Ultimate Showcase videos for you guys. I know y'all really usually enjoy these. Hopefully you enjoyed this one as well. If you weren't a She-Hulk fan before, hopefully this video opened your eyes to the potential of She-Hulk now. Yeah, man, that's gonna be it. That's all I got right now. Like, comment, subscribe, become a member of the channel if you want to support, and yeah, I will be seeing you around, my dudes. Subscribe so you can see that next She-Hulk video. Subscribe, do it right now. Come on, hit the button. See that? Just like that. Just hit the button.